What is going on, guys? TJ Got Kicks 89 here, back with an exclusive Zone 5 pre-order of the S197 in the black gum colorway for March-April 2023. It comes in the standard red box. It's the standard S script box basically, but Zone 5 opened these pre-orders around the February 2023 mark, along with the pre-order for the Muscas that will be dropping later towards the end of the year. And we finally have them in store. I collected this on Tuesday of this week, but basically the 26th of Ramadan is the day today. Selamat berpuasa to you guys. Raya is pretty soon, and yeah, let's just get to the review. So the 197 in the black gum in a 9.5, which is a rare thing to have because Zone 5 usually doesn't take in half sizes, except for some models, but I'm glad to have this in my true size, which is a 9.5. And when you open up the box, you can hear the angels sing, and they're happy that the 197 is back in its original form. Not original lah, close lah. But this is the first time that I think a Malaysian is doing a review of the shoe, so I'm gonna try my best to have detailed B-rolls in this for you guys. So here's a quick 360 look at the shoe. That logo is so sick. But let's talk about the history of the S197, otherwise known as the Eric Koston 1. So in 1996 to 1997, Nike's proprietary Air technology was, the IP rights to it was, I would say the proper legal term is lapsed. So which meant that other brands could technically start using a similar design. So AS came up with their System 02 technology, which was what was found in the heel of the Eric Koston 1, and it was actually the first shoe to incorporate an air unit at the heel of a skateboarding shoe. So the rest is history. This shoe has gone through different renditions throughout the years. After Eric Koston 1 in its various colors came the EK01, which was at a time where STI was developing or was experimenting with gel-based cushioning. So they had something called System G2, and the EK01 was basically a Koston 1 upper with a Koston 1 bottom, but it removed the airbag and instead used System G2 at the heel of the shoe. After that, you've got a vulcanized version of this exact shoe. I forgot what it's called. The S197 is basically just a throwback to that time where it was released in 1997. So just the whole heritage behind it, and it being one of the most successful skateboarding shoes of the S footwear skateboarding line. Now let's find out why that is so. So the Eric Koston, I keep saying the Eric Koston. So the S197 is essentially just a 90s mesh, suede, and nubuck styles of a skateboarding shoe. You can tell it was very influenced by running shoe because you've got mesh littered all over the shoe. Also, aside from that, you've got triple stitching on this single layering panel that goes throughout the entire shoe, and that's done up in this very rough, very textured suede that will assist with flick and durability when it comes to grip tape resistance, abrasion resistance. You've got the mesh panels with that don't really help with air coming through, but help with ventilation and comfort nonetheless all over the shoe. You've got the S logo just right there. If I'm not mistaken, dulu it used to be a little bit more rounded, but hey, we get this now, not a problem. On this side of the shoe, you can finally see the main design feature of the S197, and it's this whole E thing that is like three fingers just going down, and it kind of represents an E. But you can tell that this design language is something that goes throughout STI's footwear catalog. You've got it in America, at Niche Shoes, and in S Shoes as well. And this apparently, Don Brown, when he was designing the shoe with Koston, some brands sent shoes to him and it had this kind of like wavy side panel thing, and he adopted it into this three-finger Koston, this three-finger style of a design, but that's supposed to just basically help you with containment and also helps with flexibility of the shoe. Main reason why it's skated so well and why it's a favorite of some pros. On this side, you've got this box ollie stitch area in the ollie abrasion panel, and that is just basically an additional panel that goes over the suede part of the single panel and just helps with extending your life of this shoe. Going up, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lace holes, 3 of them being metal eyelets, and through them you've got flat black laces, as you can see. On this mid panel, you also see the suede, nubuck, and also mesh design. One thing that I do want to note is that this nubuck that they
It's a shame, it's a downright disgrace. As long as I got you by my side, I don't care what you people say.
and that's pretty nicely padded as well, not too big, not too small, just enough. You got gray spare laces that correspond with the S colorway here on the tongue, and also here and also here. You don't really see a lot of gray, but this would be a nice little color pop to when you actually use it on the shoe. On the sock liner, you have a black sock liner with the S logo in the heel, and it's ventilated to help with ventilation. Not too thick, not too thin, but I think it just does its job just right. If you notice, the S logo in the heel here is a little bit bigger compared to what you have on the SXL OGs, but this is a nice little touch. Better to have a ventilated insole, and also it has the heel arch, the arch support thingy, which you can rip out if you have slightly flat arches. On the inside, you've got the tongue centering straps. Laju nya kawan kita. On the inside, you've got the tongue centering straps, and you can see on the lining of the inside of the shoe, the mesh doesn't really go through, so you can't see light coming through here, but doesn't really matter. It helps with the comfort and wearability of the shoe. Let's go over the midsole of the shoe, which is the main change in the 197 compared to its original shoes. So you've got the S silo / quattro style of this split cupsole. So you've got the brown gum part is the rubber cupsole, and this black part is S's proprietary energy foam midsole, which basically is a little bit more thinner but promises energy return when absorbing impact. On the toe bumper, you see like these plus design or star design similar to what you have on Air Force One, and that helps with extending the life of the shoe and with grip when you first wear them. On the heel, you've got some brown stitching going over the heel part of the outsole to prevent with heel blowouts. That just basically extends the durability of the sole, so you're not just entirely depending on this glue, which will obviously melt over time, but it would be nice to have had it on the front here, but hey, we can't win them all, so having it on the heel probably just hantar to like the cobbler for another 10 ringgit or so again. On the outsole, you've got this very pliable, very soft rubber. It's like this hexagonal circular pattern. If you can see, you've got like waves on top, which is the main part of the outsole, but also on the inside you've got the hexagons from this pivot point emanating from the pivot point. And this rubber outsole, this rubber compound is very soft, which also means that it might not last for longer wear. But hey, people wear out their shoes in different areas, so you might not wear outsoles out as fast as I do, but I know I do. So yeah, you've got the S logo on the heel there. On the white gum version, you've got that done up in red. That's pretty nice, but it would have been nice to have it in red, but hey, we also cannot win them all. Very happy to have the S197 in my true US 9.5 size. Thank you so much to Wong Tong Hoi of Zone 5 for assisting us that want to pre-order this shoe and have it on our feet during Raya, probably. You know that's not gonna happen because I got so many shoes to run through, right? But this is just the S197. Very happy to have this in my collection. I hope they release more OG colorways like the gray, white and red one, which was something that Kecil Ampang used to wear. The white with the blue and the yellow on the last eye hole right there was also a pretty nice touch. But I just hope that they keep this in the lineup, because the Koston shoe is basically such a staple to S skateboarding footwear. It's such a good, an amazing skateboarding shoe. People vouch for that. Kelly Hart vouches for it. Steezers vouches for it. The Nine Club people, basically. And yeah, this is a staple. I think it's a staple in S Footwear's collection. It's important, an important part of skateboarding history. I think that takes care of it. I'm trying to keep this very short and concise for you guys. So this is the S197 for April 2023 here in Malaysia, and I think I'm the first Malaysian to review this shoe, so I hope my analytics go through the roof after this. So this takes care of the S197, another last 360 look for you guys. I am TJ Got Kicks 89. Selamat berpuasa, 4 days left. And also Selamat Hari Raya in advance to all Muslimin and Muslimat that are observing. Jaga diri baik-baik. I am out. See you guys in the next one. Dun, 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 dun.